What's going on? Sean again here. Thanks for tuning in. I wanted to go ahead and make this video for you guys because I've been getting quite a bit of requests on a couple interesting topics. First things first, before I forget, I wanted to go ahead and let you guys know, thank you guys for subscribing. I've been getting blown up with messages, subscriptions, likes, follows, and all these things, so I appreciate the support. None of this would happen without you guys, so I appreciate it. If you haven't already, please hit the subscribe button. I'm going to be making these things. My goal is to do 2 to 3 videos a week, which is going to be a lot, and that's pretty much being full-time, so I appreciate the support. Yeah, it was crazy. I woke up one morning, I look at my email, and I got like 50 emails, and I'm thinking, what in the world was that? And I look at it, it's all these subscriptions that were coming through, so within 24 hours I had about 100 subscribers, so it was awesome. Thank you guys. So the topic of the day, I want to talk about, what have you done to your car? Or more importantly, how much have you spent on your car? Because the question that I get is, why didn't you just buy an M3? Why, if you spent all this money, why didn't you just get an M3? Why didn't you just buy a car that was better or whatever it is? Well, first off, I enjoy what I do. I love having the ability to have my own spin on my own car. So it was a nice little twist that I could put on that differentiates it from everything else. So that was the main reason there. Now, as far as getting down to why I did what I did, I don't know. I mean, I'm sure the money could have been spent elsewhere, but I had a passion for it, so I just followed my passion. Pretty simple. Now, the main question of the day, let's get right into it. What sort of mods have I put into this, and how much did it all cost and add up to? Now, keep in mind, these aren't consecutive, meaning I don't have all these on at the same time. It's what I've spent over time. So obviously there's been a lot reinvested after I sold things, replaced things, upgraded things, whatever it is. So I definitely am not putting whatever you see here all on one car. So it's been through phases. Some things, like I said, have just maybe been swapped out, or if I'm going through 3 sets of wheels, it doesn't mean I'm owning all 3 sets at one time, okay? One other thing I want to note out is, as this progresses, I've also been obtaining a lot of sponsorships, and I'll make a separate video on this because I know I've been getting a lot of questions on that, but how do I get sponsorships and stuff like that. But definitely keep in mind, these numbers may not seem attainable to some people, and thinking, like, for example, how are you getting a set of big brake kits for $2,000 and whatnot? So just keep in mind, these may not be realistic numbers for someone who might just go to an automotive store and try to buy one of these. I'm gonna make this really easy for you guys. I'm not gonna bore you to death with reading off a bunch of numbers and a bunch of labels, but I'm gonna highlight some of the things, and we'll start adding things through, and we'll have a little ticker here kind of calculating what we got here, okay? So starting with the basics, as soon as I got the car, start with tint, $150. Going through the black kidney grills, $80. TE37 SLs, $2,200. At that point, we're already at about $21,000. So we're halfway. Cottonelle DW's $800. roof rack was about $150. So that itself adds to be about another almost $20,000. So we're about $41,000 just in material. I'm sorry, just the products itself that I spent over the years, and that's ever since 2011. So that's 7 years. So quite a bit, and I enjoy doing it. I don't regret any of it. Yeah, that's a lot of money that I spent, but definitely, yeah, I got good deals and stuff. I made money on some things. I looked at it. I tried to look at it as best as possible as an investment, even though it's not an investment. It's the worst investment you can do, and that doesn't include all the things that went into service. So I spent another probably close to 10 grand in service. That I counted up in this thing. That goes from everything from alignments to normal maintenance to whatever it is, installation of the big brake kit or whatever it may be. So there's a ton more that went into that over the past 7 years, which was not fun. So as a grand total, minus the car itself, obviously, we're looking at about, prospectively, almost $50,000 that physically came out of pocket at some point, not, again, consecutive. There's not certainly $50,000 worth of amounts on the car, but $50,000 that certainly went into the car at some point over time. And again, if I were to do it all again, yeah, I would definitely do it again. That was, I had fun creating a community that people love to follow, being a pioneer and really paving the way for the people who've never seen certain things being done the way that I did it. I do want to let you know I'm being fairly conservative on the numbers, rounding down, instead of having everything down by the decimal as well, and just going down to the nearest 50, making it easier for you guys. And as you can see, yeah, it does add up. And as I once said, it doesn't include things like the value of the car. Depreciation definitely is a big thing. Insurance, vehicle, fuel, anything that goes along those lines that definitely weren't incorporated, but doing the math, it obviously adds up. And that's not the end of it either. Unfortunately, I'm going to be dropping the car off next week for some more goodies, so stay tuned for more of that. You can definitely follow me on Instagram and kind of go behind the scenes, or subscribe here and definitely be on top of all that kind of stuff there. And I'll finally be doing the giveaway for you guys, and you'll be getting a phone case just like this. All you gotta do is subscribe and follow my Instagram at Mashimaro, and I'll be definitely choosing the winner here shortly in a few weeks by the end of the month. If you guys enjoyed this moment as much as I did, don't forget to subscribe, leave a like, and also comment below with any questions you guys have. I love answering those. And lastly, don't forget to follow my Instagram and visit mashimaro.com. We'll see you guys in the next video.